Hey there, Steve. Happy Saturday to you. Sorry it took me kind of another day to get this over to you. You know, it's been kind of crazy with all of the Christmas celebrations and the kiddos and everything. But great speaking with you last night. Again, thanks for letting me send over this video as we had discussed. Just hope that it helps shed some light, provide some value to your business. Just love to help and educate small business owners and try to do what I can to help provide value and support other local entrepreneurs. I know you had mentioned kind of in our conversations yesterday the growth that you've had over the years of starting your company, and just sounds like you're interested in continuing that growth, potentially getting more visibility for your company here. Hopefully I can help provide some of that information and just help potentially change that for you. And again, before I even jump in, do understand that I know you've got the two different companies with the cabinet and the custom home building here within the website. And obviously you guys cover such a large area and multiple services. So with this video, I'm just going to kind of hone in more on specifically custom home building as well as more just Utah County. And so we'll kind of go into that. But really with this video, I'm just going to show you 3 things that you're able to actually do today to help bring in more customers to your business, and just specifically how you're stacking up against your competition and kind of what I'm seeing here on my end. And before I keep going even further, I'm sure you're probably sitting there asking yourself, okay, why would she be doing this? What's the catch here? Totally fair question. I've just found that most local business owners are just too busy actually running their business. You know, you're swamped with payroll, helping customers, answering questions, dealing with employees, staying on top of jobs, or just many times learning how to leverage the internet to actually benefit your company gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. I know you guys have a really high referral rate, but sometimes it's really nice to still have the growth and the organic traffic and visibility as well. And so really I just know that a lot of times the only reason that people haven't hired somebody yet is because they just don't know who to trust or know who is truly an expert. So that's exactly why I make videos like this. I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their business for free, it has resulted in some of those local business owners still raising their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni. Can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard, can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that could help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or even if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan that I give to you and do it yourself, that works for me too. That would have meant that I accomplished my goal of just educating and providing value to a local company. So let's go ahead and dive in. The 3 things that we are going to cover here that will set built construction above your competition is first, content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So first up is content. So since Google isn't a human, it doesn't just know what you do, it's got to be told through your content. So content's going to be anything here that you can see on your home screen that is highlighted. So this can be text, it can be your pictures, what pictures are saved as, what's behind the pictures, all of that can be considered content. Now, to give you an example here, let's jump up here to the top. We've got a few images here right off the bat. So if I did a right click, save image as, I can see what the image is actually saved as here. You can see we've just got some numbers and letters here. And then similarly, if I were to do an inspect here, I can see what you've got your alt text saved as. It looks like right here it's people gathered around floor plans is what this picture is supposedly describing there. And then same thing, we can do a save as for this image. We've got some letters, numbers again, inspect. We've got house exterior. So it looks like you've got some alt text showing. However, it doesn't look like they're the proper descriptions, plus a really great way to be able to leverage these alt text or what you're saving images as is to actually be able to use like high volume keywords. That way it's really able to help the bots be able to truly understand what you're targeting there. So these would be great ways to use those high volume keywords in such things as those. Now, again, kind of going through with the content, the goal here is having unique and authoritative content, because this is going to really show the Google bots like, what is this business? What services are they offering? What area are they targeting? And all of that with the right keywords is how people are actually able to find you when they're searching into Google. Now, most business owners know that they do need content, but what they don't know is that in order to rank number 1 on Google, many times for say custom home building or cabinetry or, you know, in the like, the average content count is usually about 1,500 to 2,400 words on your homepage alone. Again, while making sure that that content has the right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for. So when I went ahead and copied in your content that you had here on your homepage, it looks like you're sitting just over 300 words here on your homepage. So totally doable to bump that up to at least the 1,500 to 2,400 words there. That way you are just being found with the Google bots for more keywords and content appropriate to what people are actually searching for. Now we're actually going to jump over here into one of my tools. It's called Ahrefs. It's a super cool tool. It basically gives me behind the scene details that Google's looking at when it does come to ranking a site. So I can get a good idea of what's working well for you as well as your competition. So I've actually got two competitors pulled open here. I've got Patterson Homes that's here, and I believe that their address was the Highland address. And then I've also got Valor Homes. I believe that they've got an Orem address linked there, but both here in the Utah County with us as well. We're going to start over here at Patterson, just kind of give you a brief overview. So here in the overview, I can see how many keywords their website is being found for, as well as like roughly what type of traffic that is driving in every single month. Now, of course, pay attention, like we're going to dive in here specific to the keywords just to kind of give you an idea of what they're being found for. With Patterson specifically, they do have a pretty big blog that is being found for, like helping them being found for a lot of these keywords. We're going to hurry and look just to briefly, just throw in Utah here, it kind of helps. Because we want to really be looking at these like buyer intent location specific keywords here. We don't want to go into the branded words. Let's go down like, so home builders in Utah County, you can see that keyword is being searched 100 times every single month. They're sitting in the top 5 positions for that according to this tool. Actually, when I searched Google a moment ago, they looked like they were in number 2 position for this. Utah County home builders, similarly, 70 volume every month. They're in about the 5th position. Now I know we actually want to kind of go specific into even niching down a little bit more for custom home builders, as that is a slightly different market for you. So we've got Utah County home builders searched 70 times every single month. They're in about the 4th position here. Let me just hurry and type in if I can go custom. Let me see. And then here's another one, custom home builders, Utah County, being searched 60 times every month. They're in the number 4 position. Obviously, they've got a ton of keywords here, 205. So that's too many for us to like truly go through, but just kind of going through a few of them. Here's another one down here, custom home builders in Utah County, 50 searches. So just with those couple of custom specific home builder terms, you're looking 150 to 200-ish search terms every single month that people are looking at. They're in the top 5 according to this tool for that. And so it's just kind of cool to see like what they're actually showing up for, and just the thoughts of like, what would that do for your company to be in the top 5, to be able to be actually found when people are actually searching that. Because again, 150 to 200 people every month just searching those 3 keywords alone. Jumping into Valor, just kind of look similarly again. In their overview, we can see same thing, like how many keywords they're being found for, as well as like what traffic they're typically driving every single month. When I'm diving in here into the keywords here, since they don't have as many as the 205, it's a little bit easier to see here. Let's go ahead and just type in custom again. So we've got custom home builders Utah being searched 210 times. This is a statewide keyword, 210 times every single month. They're in the 4th position according to this. Utah County custom home builders 70, they're in the 2nd position. Custom home builders in Utah, 60 search volume, 2nd position. Custom home builders Utah County, 60. So between Utah and Utah County alone, I mean, even just Utah County, you've got plenty of volume of people actually searching for these different services to be a contender here in their search. And you can see here, like, again, a statewide key term, Utah custom home builders, 200 searches every single month. Custom home builders, Utah County, 50. Like, you can see hundreds of searches every single month for these different like custom home building services, which are like what you offer. Now, jumping over into your URL, tongue twister, your URL here, I can see the same thing. So I can see the keywords that you're being found for and roughly what type of traffic that's driving every single month. So if I dive into your keywords, let's take a quick look at what you're being found for here. So let's go, let's just keep on the theme of custom here. So the only custom term that you're being found for right now is custom built. This is a national key term, so you can see it doesn't have a location tied to it. It is being searched 250 times every single month, but that's around the entire nation. And then likewise, you are in the 61st position for that. So you're looking 6th page of Google for somebody to actually be able to find you for that key term. You can see here looking at this position column, you're not ranking high, like even first page for any of these except for this top one, which is built construction, more of kind of a branded key term here. Let me actually even just switch over the view here. It helps a little bit as well. But a branded key term, it is being searched 250 times every month. However, again, we don't know exactly where that's being searched for, as it doesn't have a location tied to that. And again, just specific brand names. So typically people aren't searching for a specific construction company when they're doing a generalized search looking for services. Usually it's more of a broad, custom home builders or the like that we kind of saw here over on Valor and Patterson. But it kind of gives you an idea. So the only key term that you're ranking even first page is just this first one. And then the rest, you're just not even contending as far as positionings or really the right key terms as far as the custom home build that you're trying to go after. I do see here, let's go ahead and switch this over. Looking at Utah, you are ranking or showing up as a builders in Utah that you're being found for. Again, that's being searched 150 times every month. But again, you're landing like 4th, 5th page of Google there. Same thing, home builders Utah, 350 searches every month, but into the 57th position there. So again, a little bit more generalized for the builders rather than the custom building there, and then just low position ranking. So just kind of going back to what we had seen here, what would that be like for your company if you guys were able to boost those rankings and actually get found for a lot of this visibility for the hundreds of people kind of searching for the terms there. So again, just wrapping up as far as like the very first thing, helping your content, trying to get that at least to the 1,500 minimum on that homepage will really help, so that way you're actually getting found for the right key terms that your customers are actually searching for. Again, totally 100% beatable if you're able to get that done. Second thing is citations here. So let's jump over here into Google. I've got one of those high volume key terms, the Utah County Custom Home Builder, thrown in here, showing for Utah County area. Of course, the very first thing that you can see right off the bat is the sponsored section. And here's the thing with ads. Ads definitely can work, but they can also be a really big money pit if your foundation or website's not dialed in, or if customers are using an ad blocker. So just be really careful to not burn through your money on Google Ads unless you know for sure that your site's going to convert. And then just really determining if you're wanting more of quick wins with ads or more of a long-term organic play where your conversion numbers compound over time and then get you even lower conversion rates that way is a really important thing to also consider. But we're not going to spend much time on the ads. We're actually going to jump down here below all the sponsors, down in here into the map pack section. This area has a lot to do with the second important thing that we're going to talk about, which is citations. And you're probably asking yourself, okay, well, what's a citation? Why do they matter? Well, great questions. So this is called the Google Map Pack. I'm sure you've seen it. You've probably used this section, and maybe even thought to yourself, how can I get my business up on here? And great question. And that's about what I'm going to show you here. So to get yourself in the top 3, the number one thing that Google looks at is a thing called citations. So what is this citation? It's just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories, kind of similar to these. Just getting your business listed on as many citations as possible helps Google to be able to verify you and then give relevance to your local business. So again, specific to this key term and location, not showing up here, obviously. So to help boost that, really helping increase the amount of citations that you have, as well as other Google business optimizations, of course. But citations are really powerful here in the map listing section. Okay, we're going to jump on to the third thing that I want to talk to you about, which is backlinks. So backlinks are really a huge pillar that are going to help you dominate here on Google. So again, when we search Utah County Custom Home Builder, scroll down below the map pack and below the ads and everything, we're able to see down in here this organic listing section. Now we can see your company's not showing up, obviously, number 1, 2, 3, 4, anywhere here on the first page of Google, because we were able to see kind of the rankings there. It doesn't look like you're really showing up on the first page for the specific key terms that people are actually searching for there. Now, ideally, the top 3 spots are really where we want to be, because Google statistics have shown us that that 75%, or the top 3 businesses on Google get about 75% of the clicks. meaning that most of the potential customers that are actually choosing are choosing from the first 3 results. And so they're not ever making it down to the 5th, 6th page to get to where your company is actually listed. So to do that, you really need to beat out your competition here. So really you need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, this is where the backlinks come into play. So a backlink is just when one website links to another website online. Easiest way to think about that is kind of like a popularity contest back in high school. You always want to get the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. So like in this popularity contest, the kid with the most relevant and popular votes basically for them wins the contest. So, and I do say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. So you guys are, a custom home builder, right? You wouldn't want to get a backlink from like a Pizza Hut or an ice cream shop linking back to you because you guys don't make pizza and ice cream. Although that would be tasty, those backlinks would be useless to you. But having a backlink from like a local blog or industry specific site would be much more effective. And I'll kind of show you that here in just a second. If we actually jump over here again into let's close this part out. Go back to your overview. You can actually see here, you've got a lot of backlinks pointing back to your website. You've got 338. You can see they're only really coming from 5 sources here. And to kind of paint you a picture, this is what I saw the other day when I was talking to you. You can see the Parade of Homes specifically is giving you 330. Basically, out of the 338 that you had, like 330 of them are coming from the Parade of Homes, just different times that they're showing your logo or mentioning you somewhere and linking back to you. So the bulk of it is coming from them, which is, again, a great start. It's just not dominant to what you need to really beat out competition. If we jump over here to both Valor and Patterson, let's go back to the overview. You can see Valor here has got 111 backlinks being pointed back at them from 58 different sources there. And then similarly, let's jump over to Patterson. They've got 143 backlinks coming from 89 different sources. And again, with both of these, it really comes back to quality over quantity. You could have way fewer backlinks if they're higher quality and beat out somebody that just has a ton of maybe less quality backlinks being pointed back to them. And again, how do we get these? I can actually dive in specifically and I can see the exact links that are being linked back to them. You can go out and get those exact same links, if not better links, being pointed back to your website. Again, totally beatable over time. Again, all of this stuff, I know I just sent a ton of information. I know this is going a little bit longer than I wanted, but hopefully you've stuck with me here. But really, it's just hopefully seeing that getting to the top of Google, it's not magic. It really just comes down to a tried and true method. So again, just the 3 things that you can do to grow your online presence is first, increasing that content, making sure that you've got the right keywords and phrases that people are actually searching for. That way your company gets found. Second, focus on those citations, getting your name, address, and phone number listed on as many online directories. That way you can beat out your competition. And then last is backlinks, just making sure that you get more quality sites from different sources pointing back to your website. That way you show Google that you are the authority here. So like I said, I hope you found this information valuable and hope you're able to use it to help your company grow, bring in more business for you. You've now really got the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have, and it's totally all yours to use to help your company. If you wouldn't mind just sending me a quick note back, telling me you watched the video, tell me your thoughts about it. Super love and appreciate just any feedback that you've got for me. If you happen to still be one of those business owners that still raises their hands for the most effective route, just let me know. We'll set up a time to chat and kind of go over specifics for you. Again, my name is Seleni and look forward to your feedback. Have a great one, Steve.